What is up, comic book people of YouTube? I'm back again. I'm Dope, and this is Dope Comics. Today we're talking witches. What? Witches? If you're not into witches, cut it off right now. Just go hang out somewhere else. There's lots of other good shows on YouTube. You can go watch Nick the Comic Nerd or Rob Wurst, Not Near Mint. Go watch those channels, because for this day and time, we're going to be talking witches. So I'm Dope, and this is Dope Comics. And stay tuned if you want to see a bunch of witches. But before we get to witches, we got to unbox it. So let's do it to it. So this is what I got in the mail. I always get the weirdest packaging, and I've already started opening it because I know how long it takes to open shit on here. And I don't like it when people take forever to open stuff, and I hate hearing the sounds it makes. So, this came from Lord Grimsley's Manor. I always want to say Grimley, but it's Grimsley's. Came out in 2014. Limited edition, 1 year only. And the reason I thought we'd start out with this box before we got into witch talk is because it must have something to do with witches. So on this show, golly, we got a witch. So there it is, fans. 2014 limited edition Lord Grimsley's Manor Witch. And this one come out by Ghoulish back in the day. So every year they make a different version of this mask, or a different witch mask. And this is a 2014. It's the best because it's got the old evil eye here. So looks very realistic. Awesome mask. Glad to have it in the collection. Reminds me of the old witching hours and stuff. So, thanks, Lord Manley, or Mansley, or, I can't even say it now. But, it is. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, way far off. Lord Grimsley's Manor. So Lord Grimsley's Manor, if you want to look it up on YouTube and get you a cool mask, you can do it. So, other things, witches, we're going to talk about is I thought I'd just pull some witch covers. So, the first, I love my golden keys. Here's a 12-cent golden key with an evil witch up in the corner. Well, sorry, it's a 15-cent golden key. I ain't had my coffee or my Miller Lite yet. Probably wouldn't help if I've had a little Miller Lite or coffee, because I'm usually pretty energetic anyway. But I always like to say that. So here we go. Here's your witch. Here's your golden key. There's your 15 cent. Here's a woman getting ready for her wedding. And behind her is a witch in a wedding dress. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize, but right here it's throwing her off her game. The guy she's marrying's probably going to think she's on some kind of a Prozac or something when she gets up there, because she's acting all crazy. I don't know. It definitely ain't protein. Probably Prozac. But, I don't know. Maybe she needs to take Prozac because she's seeing shit. I don't know. Maybe she's on that new bathroom salts, bath salts that all the kids are taking. I don't know. But, that is Grimm's Ghost Stories. 15 center. Here we go again. Here she is again. Grimm's Ghost Stories. And this one, I have no idea what's going on. She's doing some kind of spell on this dude that's staying at the Holiday Inn. He looks kind of like Eminem the rapper. He was just standing in his room at the Holiday Inn, and this ghoul, spirit wizard appeared out of nowhere. Actually appeared out of this book. But he don't see this witch because she is hiding in the room, I guess. He's chilling. He's just trying to get ready for his concert when this wizard appears and really cast bad spells on poor Eminem. That's my guess what happened there. This is a 25 center and another golden key. So, and I thought he was hanging onto a bedpost with a diamond on top, because if that was a bed, it'd be a pimp-ass bed. But now I see that it's actually a staff with some kind of crystal on top. So maybe the wand played a big part in all this stuff breaking out. I haven't read this book. A lot of these Grimm's ghostly stories have a lot of dialogue. And you know what? I ain't got time for dialogue. I like to collect the old stuff, read modern stuff. All right, moving right along. One of my favorite Challengers of the Unknown cover. You can see the witch right here. I do not believe this is a Nick Cardy cover, but it sure does look like a Nick Cardy cover. I always loved this little kid's perfect hair. He's got like thick-ass hair. And I don't know why my eyes are always drawn to his thick-ass Elvis do. But he's got some thick-ass hair. Maybe I'm jealous because I don't have hair. I don't know. But as you can see, there is a witch and a couple of ghouls with an axe waiting to chop up the old Challengers there. So that is Challengers of the Unknown. If you want to look for it, it's number 66 of the series. Moving right along, you can't show witches without Witching Hour number 1. Witching Hour number 1 is a classic. To me, if you're into any kind of horror comics, there's 2 books you got to have. They're not really, really expensive, but you got to have a Witching Hour number 1, and you got to have a Tomb of Dracula number 1. Both can be found, you know. I mean, they're not cheap, but they ain't, you know, pre-code horror either. So if you get into, you know, a good beginner level goal to shoot for is to find a Witching Hour 1 and a Tomb of Dracula 1. Might take you a Father's Day present, might take you a birthday present, might take you a Christmas present, might take you bonus at work, whatever. That's 2 books you need that won't really break the bank, but it might break the bank a little bit, if that makes any sense. So anyway, one of my favorite Witching Hours is Witching Hour 2. I love the contrast in color. I like all the first Witching Hours because they had the big word bubble up here. They got rid of that later, and they went to more of the straight across, kind of like the House of Secrets and stuff. But anyway, you got the lantern down here, and you got the old witch up here. And she's ready to jump off and do the bonsai splash. And what's cool about this one is I also have the Spanish version. So you got the American version and the Spanish version. Took me about a month and a half to get this in the mail. Came from Mexico City. I kept the little stamps and stuff on the back. That is Witching Hour 2 or Witching Hour Dos. Or both. Anyway, moving right along, one of my other favorite covers is Witching Hour 21. Gives new meaning to mobile home. Or as they say, the haunted houseboat, even though it's not on the water. I guess it was at one time. It's a stupid cover. It don't make a lot of sense. But I just like the way it's drawn. I like the swampiness of it. I like the river. I was born on the river. Down in Tennessee. It's what we do in the summertime is hang out the river. So I really like that cover. Anyway, here's a cover that's been copied a lot. Classic Witching Hour cover. There's your witch. Here's your beautiful girl here. Got her lantern out trying to see what's on the ground. I don't think it works like a flashlight. This is number 19. She's shining it at the, looking down. And all she's doing is exposing herself to whatever's on the ground, because whatever's on the ground can see her and she can't see it. So, don't know what she's doing. She's never really lived out in the dark much, because all she's doing is making herself a bigger time hit on the hit list, I guess. But anyway, that's number 19. And my favorite Witching Hour cover of all time, the Nick Cardy Classic number 4. This is my favorite Witching Hour. I love the contrasted colors. I love the purple. I love the way the light's coming through the window on the witch's back. I love all the swooping rain. I love the innocence of the little girl running through the, eerie town in the middle of the night when it's raining. It's just got an innocence about it and an evilness about it. And, you can really tell Nick Cardy's artwork. Nick Cardy is an underestimated man. I mean, he is the man. Nobody really puts him up there. He's underrated, but a lot of his covers, even if you go back to Aquaman and other things, you'll see Teen Titans, you'll see a lot of this swooping rain or swooping wind, and that's kind of a signature thing for Nick Cardy. So this is number 4 of Witching Hour. It's my favorite. If you find a copy, pick it up. If you find 2, pick them up, because that's even better. What's better than 1, 2? What's better than 2, 3? Pick up all you can find. Can't have enough of those. And then I was thinking, why don't we pull a favorite Witching Tales? Here's a Witching Tales. This is a hardcover to find. We're not going to talk much about this devil on here, but it is Witch's Tales. So Witch's Tales, this is a 10-center pre-code horror book. You can find those very rarely. So I pick up every Witch's Tales I can find. I like this. This is like 19, I don't know. It's 52 through 54 somewhere. Google it. I don't know everything. Anyway, this is a Witch's Tales number... I don't even know what. No, number 14. Very, very small up here. 14. Anyway, this is a cool book because we all know Hulk came out in 1962 in the Silver Age. See, I do know some things. This came out before then, and I know it's not Hulk, and it's not a damn gamma bomb, and it's totally different, but in some ways it's the same. You know, I like all the books of transformation, the Jekyll and Hyde, the Frankenstein, you know, man monster thing, and here's another version of it. Dude takes this formula, boop, 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 boop. This could be some kind of classified steroids case. Regular man, this might have been like some of that stuff the Army was working on in the 50s that the civilians knew nothing about that just now came out called steroids, you know, or whatever. This might have been the opening of steroids. Normal man, monster man. Get you some steroids. Or it could have been like the introduction of PCB. I don't know. You never know. I don't know. Maybe the dude took some PCB. I don't know. Maybe he took some illegal drugs. Maybe this is heroin or something. It turns you into a monster. You know, it's all metaphor. But anyway, that's a cool cover, and we're getting off topic. Need to get back on Witch's Tales. So here's one more Witch's Tales. This is my favorite Witch's Tales cover. We got the old witch burning at the stake, or she's supposed to be burning, but she can't catch fire. And Bubba back here in his white suit, like Boss Hogg and his boys, they know they in trouble because it's Revenge of the Witch. And you can see the fear in their eye because they were just supposed to set her on fire and it didn't work. Uh-oh! Better go get the white Cadillac ready because they're going to have to make a run for it. Because there ain't no witch burning at the stake today. And my favorite pre-code horror title, it's got to do with witches. Witchcraft. So if you can find any of these, there's 6 of them. Beautiful cover. I've already showed it, so I'm not going to show it that much or tell anything about it. But there's 6 of these. Witchcraft. Pre-code horror. They go all the way through 54. If you can find them, find them. But if you like what you see and see what you like, of course, old witch here's having problems seeing anything, or she might be able to see more because she got this eye that goes anywhere. But if you like this kind of stuff, hit the button down below. Subscribe today. Subscribe tomorrow. Just subscribe. You ain't got to watch it. I'm fucking begging for votes here or subscriptions or something. Come on, subscribe for me. Anyway. Also, like the video, leave a comment, because I like to talk to all y'all about this kind of crap, and I'm really just joking. I don't care if anybody subscribes. I've got people on here that I enjoy talking to every day. I love reading the comments. I love commenting with people. Nice little community. I know it's not a big crowd for the kind of stuff I'm showing, but I like this kind of stuff, and I'm glad to see there's people out there also that like what I like, just to keep it real with you. But anyway, until next time, friends.